June 7th, 2025. It's a typical evening in Flagler County, Florida. Kids are riding their bikes, people are walking their dogs, and life is pretty normal. But in just a few minutes, one woman's anger is about to turn this peaceful neighborhood into a scene straight out of a cop show. Meet Julia Caff, a 65-year-old woman who lives in this quiet community. She has 2 replaced hips, a dog she absolutely adores, and apparently a very short temper. On this particular evening, Julia is playing with her dog outside when a 14-year-old boy rides by on his electric bike, and that's when everything goes completely sideways.
There's this lady trying to hit me.
What Julia doesn't know is that multiple people are watching. One concerned citizen even has their phone out and is recording everything. And boy, is this footage going to be important.
What's going on? I was just driving. She was driving up behind me, and we saw him simply going along the walk path. So there's that raising flags with seemed like a teenager grabbing a motorized bike behind him.
So here's what happened. Police get a call about a woman in an SUV chasing a teenager on a bike. But this isn't just a car following someone on the road. Oh no, this woman is driving on the sidewalk. The witness who called 911 couldn't believe what they were seeing. A grown woman in a massive vehicle, speeding down a pedestrian path at around 30 miles per hour, chasing after a kid on a bike. This brave witness actually had to block her path with their own car to stop her from continuing the chase.
I just didn't want the situation, so I followed them at basically the same pace there, almost about 30 miles an hour or so.
Up on the sidewalk?
Yeah, I was following on the road. They were on the sidewalk. But they had turned right here. I had turned in front of her so she couldn't.
The officers know this is serious. They've got video evidence, they've got a witness, and they've got a clear case of reckless driving. But right now, they don't know who the victim is. The boy got away, probably scared out of his mind, and hasn't come forward yet. So the officers decide to do what they do best: investigate. They've got the license plate, they know where the woman lives, and they're about to pay her a visit. And let me tell you, this conversation is going to be wild.
Chasing the child, I believe that went that way. We exchanged some words.
Did you hear her saying anything when she was driving her up on the sidewalk?
She said the kid was driving fast in the neighborhood and almost hit her dog, which, regardless,
no.
That's not how we deal with things as adults.
You said you had video?
Yeah, she has video on her phone.
I know you sent it to us, but I didn't have time to look at it yet, so please throw it up.
The officers arrive at Julia's house, and she immediately starts explaining herself. And honestly, her justification is something else. She tells them that this boy on the bike almost hit her dog a few nights ago. She says he was going about 35 miles per hour on the sidewalk, which, let's be real, is probably an exaggeration.
Here's what happened.
Okay.
They don't know what's going on with their phones. They act like they know what happened.
Okay.
I live right there. I'm 65 years old. I had both of my hips replaced.
Okay.
I also have a dog. I was throwing the ball up.
Listen to her reasoning.
I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
2 nights ago, or in the evening, I'm on the street that goes along there. He comes right at me. And I was like, you have to slow down when people are here. He thought that was funny, so they go more in.
Julia claims she just wanted to find out where the boy lived so she could talk to his mother nicely, or maybe talk to him nicely. But here's the thing, there's nothing nice about chasing a child in a multi-ton vehicle while driving on a sidewalk.
So then, tonight, I get my car to try to catch him because I thought he lived in the neighborhood. I wanted to either see where he lived, to talk to his mother nicely, or I wanted to talk to him nicely because I thought he was my neighbor. No, he's doing that. Guess what? He doesn't even live in here.
She keeps going with her story. She says the witness didn't know what happened, that they were judging her without understanding her perspective. She's getting more and more worked up, talking about how if this boy hit her, she'd be in a wheelchair. If he hit her dog, things would get ugly.
So then I go after him to try to find him because I know you're never going to find him. And they're all like, you're acting recklessly. I was like, you don't even know what happened. First of all, if he hits me with 2 replaced hips and I can't walk anymore, because believe me, if I go down, I'm not walking anymore.
And that's when the officer drops the hammer. This is the moment Julia realizes she's in serious trouble. The officer isn't playing around. He's got evidence, he's got witnesses, and he's making it crystal clear that what she did was not just wrong, it was criminal.
What's your name?
Julia.
Julia? Okay, so I got video of you driving up on the sidewalk recklessly. You would have hit that kid on the bike and killed him. You're going to jail for manslaughter. You
I'm not going
understand?
to hit him and kill him.
You're driving recklessly on the sidewalk where people walk their dogs and ride their bikes.
The officer breaks it down for her. He has 3 minutes of footage showing her driving recklessly on the sidewalk at over 30 miles per hour. 3 entire minutes. That's not a momentary lapse in judgment. That's a sustained, dangerous pursuit.
That video of you doing almost 30 miles an hour up that sidewalk
I
with
was
your
trying
vehicle.
to catch him.
Ma'am,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
because you're this close to going to jail.
I'm listening.
You understand? I understand you're concerned about kids driving. You call us, we do our best to find them, right?
The mental gymnastics are incredible.
You think 65 years old, right? You think it's a smart idea to be driving up on a sidewalk doing 30 miles an hour, chasing a kid on a bike? Answer the question.
I don't consider that a sidewalk.
But the officer isn't having it. He tells her she's 100% wrong, that if she does this again, she's going to jail. He's giving her a reality check that she desperately needs.
There's cars on there all the time.
They're parked up on the grass so they can walk on the sidewalk.
All right.
You are doing, I got you for at least 3 minutes
I will admit
up
that
on the
was-
sidewalk, driving recklessly over 30 miles an hour from what my reporting party told
And
me.
you can see he was going faster than
Do
me.
you still think you're correct?
Julia admits she was very emotional, but the officer points out something crucial. At 65 years old, maybe she should collect herself before making decisions like this, because emotions aren't an excuse for endangering lives.
That's how you do it again, you are going to jail. We're taking
I
your
will
car.
never do it again.
You understand what
I
your
do under-
actions?
I do understand. I was very emotional.
Okay, so maybe you think you collect yourself as a 65-year-old woman about what you were doing. You would hit anybody else on that sidewalk besides this kid if you
I
even
could
caught the
see
kid?
there was no. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I
You're
can see there
wrong
was
for
nobody
trying
else.
to make this sound correct on your end.
Okay.
You're
I won't.
100%
All right,
wrong.
I won't.
And then he drops another bomb. If she chases this kid again, they'll charge her with aggravated assault. Because here's the thing, most people don't know. Assault isn't just physical contact, it's the threat of contact. And chasing someone in a car, that's definitely a threat.
All right, you see something that you call us. You don't take it into your own
All
hands.
right, you're right.
God forbid you hit somebody. I promise you I'll do everything in my power to make sure you go to jail.
You're right.
Take your car, find out you're doing it again, chasing this kid even on the road.
Oh God, no.
You're not, I want you to listen.
I'm listening.
This kid does it again, you chase him in your car again, we'll get you for aggravated assault.
Of course, I'm not going to.
But you did it.
I know.
And you were willing to chase this kid as far as it could go until this other car, this person that called us, stopped you.
The officer makes an excellent point. It's dark outside. Julia is focused on one kid on a bike. She's not seeing anyone else. What if there was another person on that sidewalk? What if she hit them? It would be manslaughter, and she'd be going to prison.
Not maybe not, you were not thinking.
Okay.
I'm laying into you right now because you could have killed multiple people on the sidewalk. It's dark. You're focused on this one kid riding a bike.
You can
don't
lay
see
into me, I
you don't
deserve it.
see anyone else on the sidewalk. Somebody would have called me and said, you almost hit them with their car. I'm taking you to jail.
He's giving her a chance, but he's making it clear that she's on thin ice. One more incident, one more bad decision, and she's done.
If this kid calls us back after he goes home and talks to his parents, I know where you're at. We're probably taking you to jail. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Your car's considered a deadly weapon.
Touch him.
Doesn't matter. Aggravated assault. Assault is not a physical contact. It's the threat of
What about-
contact.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to say anything else.
He tells her that when she gets emotional like this, she needs to stop and think about what she's about to do. It's simple advice, but it's advice she clearly needed to hear.
Expect if I come back to your house, there's consequences that you're going to be paying. So all it's going to take is for this kid to go home and say, there was a car following me. I already know who you are. I know where you live. I know what car you're driving. And I have you on video doing all this. That's plenty of evidence for a judge to say, yeah, we're taking her car, we're taking her license, and she's spending time in jail. I suggest when you get emotional like this next time, you stop what you're doing and think about what you're about to do.
You're right.
Do you have any questions for me?
Are you going to find that boy?
I have no idea where he went. I have no information on him other than it was a juvenile on an e-bike.
Julia then asks if they're going to find the boy. She's still concerned about him riding through the neighborhood.
Because he said he goes through here too. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not excusing what I did. I'm just kind of compartmentalizing now. Yes, I soaked up everything you said, and I'm not trying to minimalize.
That's it. Simple, legal, and most importantly, safe.
Just going over this subject now. I would like that situation remedied too. Please, if you
You
can.
have to call us, give us the best description as possible, not follow them, get a direction of travel.
The officer also points out something Julia clearly hadn't considered. Maybe the kid didn't stop because he was terrified. A 3,000 to 4,000 pound vehicle is chasing him down. What do you think was going through his mind? He had no idea what this woman's intentions were.
Or maybe he does live in the neighborhood and he didn't want to go home because he didn't want you following him. He doesn't know what your intentions are. He doesn't know what you're about to do. So yeah, he's not going to stop. He's going to run away from you.
I don't think he went away from me here because he was afraid of me. He
I
didn't wanna get
100%
in
believe he
trouble.
was afraid of
He was
you.
too.
A 4,000 pound vehicle is now chasing him. What do you think was going through his head?
Fast forward to the next day. The victim's parents have called the police. They've seen the video. They've heard what happened. And they are furious. Can you blame them? Their 14-year-old son was chased down by a woman in an SUV.
It's like,
Yeah, no, he's not going to stop.
because he didn't want to get in trouble. Now, after that, who knows? I don't believe he's scared of me. I do not believe that. I think he's being
Well, we don't know until he goes home and tells his
you're right.
parents.
The father makes it crystal clear he's pressing charges, and if the police don't handle it, he's getting a lawyer and going balls to the wall.
So what's going on today?
I don't know if you've seen the videos over the incident that's happened Saturday. Come on, dude. Man.
This dad is not messing around. He wants child endangerment charges. He mentions attempted kidnapping. He wants a full police report with all of Julia's information. And honestly, he has every right to want all of this.
I can check if not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for something like criminal like that, there has to be intent. And I looked, they already interviewed her, and she said she was just trying to get your attention.
But here's the problem. She put my child in danger.
I understand that.
The officer explains that this is all going to go up to the detectives. They'll review everything, and if charges fit, they'll forward it to the district attorney. And if the DA takes it, Julia will have a warrant for her arrest.
Whatever it is, I don't care if we're stretching it to the max. I'm pressing charges.
Okay. Let me,
I mean, you got child endangerment, attempt to kidnap, because I don't know her intent.
yeah. Well, I mean, you can't attempt to kidnap, but...
Dude, I got video of someone chasing on the sidewalk at 20.
I understand. It's definitely,
And I need a report.
The officer admits it's a weird situation. The night of the incident, they didn't know who the victim was. They only had a witness report about a suspicious incident. But now they have the full picture.
Balls to the wall.
Okay.
Against everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I want charges pressed. I want a police report done.
Okay.
With her info, her license, everything.
All right, just give me 1 second, sir. I'm going to do all the paperwork like I normally would. I'm going to do the case report, and then it's going to go up to detectives, and then they'll take it from there.
The 14-year-old victim has to fill out a witness statement. The officer tells him to be as detailed as possible. Describe everything that happened, how it made him feel, the fear he experienced.
On this, so I'm going to give you guys a witness statement. Technically, how old are you again?
14.
14? So you'll have to fill it out since he's a juvenile. I would put in there everything that happened, make it as detailed as possible. I have a continuation form as well.
The officer even suggests that he mention the trauma and PTSD from the incident, because this is serious. This could potentially fit child abuse charges under child endangerment statutes.
PTSD from it.
Yeah, like as detailed as possible. Maybe it could fit a child abuse charge. I just looked at it, but it's...
But it's child endangerment, if the minimum.
Well, the child endangerment is kind of like falls under like a child abuse. There's a bunch of different subsections. Yeah.
In his written statement, the boy describes how his heart was racing and his entire body was trembling. He's never had an interaction like this before. He's now scared to ride his bike at all, and he hasn't been able to sleep since the incident.
When I went and talked to her, she admitted it.
So she swerved, like she overtook me. She went on the grass and overtook me, almost hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
I swerved over onto Pine Lakes, waving someone down, and she got out of her car and told me to come to her. I'm like, no.
Okay. Yeah, you need to make sure you put that. Basically, everything that happened. That's it.
I left because my heart was racing and my entire body was trembling. I've never had this interaction, and I'm scared to ride my bike at all, and I have not been able to sleep since the incident.
A day later, a sergeant from the sheriff's office calls the victim's father. And here's where things get a bit frustrating. The sergeant explains that from the video, he's not seeing aggravated assault or battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, just call 911 right away. Say, hey, like,
That's
there's
what
somebody
we call
following
them.
me. It's not often that we do like juvenile stuff. No offense, but I hate dealing with juveniles. Both ends of the way.
Yeah.
Especially when they commit a crime, because nothing really happens.
Yeah.
Sheriff's Office. How you doing, Mr. Ellis? Sergeant Miley at the Sheriff's Office. How are you today?
Good.
I guess we had an incident a couple days ago with your son, who was a victim of something that happened. Looking at the video, I'm not seeing assault there. Okay.
His reasoning? Julia is far enough away in the video. If she really wanted to harm the kid, she could have easily sped up. So what he's seeing is reckless driving.
She's far enough away in the video from what we can tell. She's in a vehicle. So if she really wanted to assault or do harm to somebody, she could very easily have sped up.
The father asks about intent to kidnap, child endangerment, and other charges. But the sergeant explains that there are very specific legal elements for each crime, and they don't quite fit here.
File charges for reckless driving on her. All right.
What about intent to kidnap, child endangerment?
No.
Nothing else.
The other issue I have with the assault aspect, I think we might have been able to pursue that or press it a little bit if we would have been called that night.
The sergeant points out a timing problem. If the victim had called that same night, they might have been able to pursue assault charges based on well-founded fear. But calling the next day, it's harder to argue that the fear was immediate enough to meet the legal definition.
We have a day lack. So if there was...
You were called by the
But we
witness.
didn't know who the victim was at that point. So if the victim would have called in that night, we might have been able to stretch the assault. because it was a well-found fear that something might have occurred.
He also looked into child abuse based on the mental effect it might have on the child. But again, there are very specific points in the statute about mental injury that don't quite fit this case.
That something would have been able to occur per the statutes, per the elements of the crime. I agree, we should be able to do that.
Yeah.
However, per the statute and the elements of the crime, it's not going to fit that right now.
Okay.
I looked into possibly child abuse based on the mental effect that it might have on a child.
So here's what's going to happen. Julia will be issued a citation for reckless driving. The charges will be forwarded to the state. If the state attorney's office can come up with additional charges, they'll add them on.
Okay.
Just want to give you a heads up as to what can occur right now.
Study.
Is we're going to go make contact with the female. She's going to get issued a citation for the reckless driving. She's going to get told that charges are being forwarded to the state.
The father makes his wishes clear. He wants the maximum. He doesn't want just a slap on the wrist and some points on her license. And the sergeant, he completely understands. As a parent, he'd feel the same way.
Add on to those.
That's what I want. I want to push the far max.
And I don't blame you.
Not the law.
I would too as a parent. So, I mean, I get it. Come join the party. Come on.
It's too hot.
It is way too hot. I agree.
Finally, officers return to Julia's house. And this time, they're not there just to talk. Julia opens the door, and you can immediately sense her nervousness.
No problem.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm with that. Oh, for the best expected words.
You get that right.
Oh, you mind if you just step out?
Are you arresting me?
Well, I'm not saying that. We just have to talk, okay? Your dog's scaring me.
The officer wants to hear her side of the story one more time. Julia explains again that she was following the boy because she wanted to see where he lived. She wanted to talk to his mother or talk to him, but she admits it was stupid.
So what happened on, was it Saturday, on the 7th?
I think so.
So give me your side of the story first.
Okay. I already went all over this with that other guy.
Okay.
But
So let's just get to the point where you were following him.
Julia tries to explain that she didn't really think of it as a sidewalk. She says sidewalks to her are white sidewalks, and she sees cars parked there, but then she catches herself and admits it was stupid and ridiculous. At least she's finally being honest about that part.
yelling stuff at me. I'm like, you don't know what happened.
We saw the video. It shows you driving on the sidewalk. Why'd you do that?
Well, that was stupid. Unfortunately, I didn't really think of it as a sidewalk.
How is that possible?
Well, I'm not saying I'm
You're
not.
at the road and then...
I'm not saying I'm not stupid.
Sidewalk.
I just got here from
I'm not saying you're
Maryland.
stupid either.
The officer reads Julia her Miranda rights. This is serious now. She has the right to remain silent, but she chooses to talk, and what she says next is going to seal her fate.
So I just have to read you this before I ask you more questions, okay?
Are you arresting me now?
I have to read you your rights before I question you, okay? So I'm going to ask you incriminating questions. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand these rights?
The officer asks why she kept following the boy even after he sped away. Why not just let it go?
Why would you keep on following him? I just...
That was stupid. That was
Okay.
stupid. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
So when you were on the sidewalk, did you ever try to get in front of him
Yeah, I
before you
did.
started following him?
Yeah.
She admits she was angry, but insists she just wanted to talk to him. She even got out of her car at one point and asked him to talk to her. When he said no and kept going, did she stop? Nope, she kept chasing him.
It seems like this was an anger kind of like driven thing. Is that true or not?
I was angry, but I just wanted to talk to him and tell him, I would have spoken. Even I got out of the car and I was like, I even said to him, will you talk to me? And
Julia reflects on what happened. She says when she got home and calmed down, she realized how ridiculous it was. But by then, the damage was done. The video exists. The witnesses saw everything. And now she's facing the consequences.
I was still, upset over being afraid that I was going to, not be able to walk and hit the dog. And then after I could stop and think about it, I was like...
The officer shows some compassion here. He tells Julia this doesn't make her a bad person. She just made bad decisions. It's a kind thing to say, but it doesn't change what's about to happen.
Don't let that happen again. Don't.
I mean, you probably didn't know at the time, but he's a juvenile. He's 14 years old.
Oh, you found him?
Yeah, that's the reason why we're here. It's 'cause
okay.
I'm gonna be honest. They want to press charges. I also went to the witness's house.
And then it happens. The officer tells Julia that based on everything they have, the video, the witness statements, the victim's account, he's making an arrest for aggravated assault and reckless driving.
I'm gonna be making an arrest on aggravated assault and the reckless driving too, based on everything that I have. Okay. So I'm gonna need you to turn around for me.
I gotta.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do all that after.
My mother.
Okay.
Julia has to turn around and put her hands behind her back. She's being handcuffed. This is really happening. A simple moment of road rage has led to her being arrested in her own home.
We'll do all that after.
This,
Okay.
please, in
Put
front
your
of
hands
my
behind your
neighbor. Is my
Here,
door open?
we can go on the door for you. Yep, that's fine. I'll give you that respect.
Can I get my purse?
Yep, we'll get you
have to
your
put me in
ID. Hold on.
handcuffs?
I have to. It's per policy. Just turn around for me.
The officer asks if someone can watch her dog. Julia's worried about what's going to happen to her pet while she's in jail. It's a sad moment, really. All of this could have been avoided if she had just called the police instead of taking matters into her own hands.
Well, they'll explain everything to that too. I'll kind of give you a rundown too, but you're gonna need to talk to your attorney if you have one. Are those cuffs good? Not too tight?
Okay.
And then things get even more chaotic. Julia's dog, Finn, is extremely nervous and won't listen. The officers are trying to secure the dog while Julia is in handcuffs. It's a messy, uncomfortable situation for everyone involved.
Or oh, good Finn.
There's a leash.
Watch her.
He's a very, very nervous dog.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Finn. Good boy.
The dog is running around, not listening to commands, clearly stressed by what's happening to his owner. Someone has to come take care of Finn while Julia is taken into custody.
Finn. Finn. Come on. God.
The officers are doing their best to manage the situation professionally, but this is clearly not how anyone wanted this to go down. It's messy, it's emotional, and it's all because of one terrible decision.
Are we gonna need to get animal control?
Hope not.
He's okay. Come on, Finn. Come on.
Good baby.
Right, let's just walk out the back. Yeah, we'll walk you back to the house. He's gonna follow. He's not gonna listen to us. Come on.
Finally, they get everything sorted. Julia is in custody, the dog is being taken care of, and it's time to go. One of the officers comments that he's never had to deal with a dog like that before. It's been a long, difficult day for everyone. What do you think? Did she deserve the charges she got? Should it have been more? Less? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this story as crazy as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more wild police encounters. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Thank you, Gil.
Man, I've never had to deal with a dog like that. Seems like a sweet dog. I'm gonna roll down the windows too.